have a more stable car and maintain that grip. We're gonna be doing an in-store credit of $2,000. What's going on, guys? We are about to do some work on a very regular customer of ours. He has a roughly 1,000 horsepower 350Z VQ twin turbo, winner's quick change, HGT sequential, front and rear FDF kit. He switched to it about a year ago and he absolutely loves it. And we are having the car in today to do a blade style adjustable sway bar in the rear. And we are also modifying his steering column, because when he did the rack relocation, it now hits one of his turbos on the car. So we're gonna get that out of the way and deliver it back to him so he can continue to run it. Yeah, stay tuned, that's what we're doing. Inside of this beauty, super clean. Got our ECU master setup, wiring, HGT sequential, fire suppression, and I'm just gonna fire it up and hopefully it just goes, pull it in. So I push this here. Pretty easy, and it's kind of cold, so. Sweet. Well, an hour later, it's in. Big vlog guy. Whew.
You're still recording.
Oh. So I've got the car up on the hoist. Gonna give you guys a quick look at everything underneath. It's all pretty dirty, but it is our angle kit, our crossmember brace, the corner pieces for the crossmember brace, exhaust. I mean, the car's been well used. That's what you want to see. And back here we have our rear grip kit installed with the billet knuckles. And the reason this car is here is to get rid of the OEM sway bar, because this car has a lot of grip and really soft springs. So the solution to have a more stable car and maintain that grip is to have a better sway bar. And the factory one really sucks. So here's the solution. It is a 1-inch chromoly sway bar with multiple points. Comes with these bushings, Heim joint sway bar links, locking collars to keep it centered on the bushings. And we are going to install that on the back of this car, somewhere in this area, here and here, and the blades are gonna go forward and down, and we're gonna make a mount that bolts to the backside of this knuckle, and then we're gonna use those linkages to connect to the blade there. And, whew, camera's complicated. The other thing that we're doing on this, you can't really see because we're under the car, is going to be a steering extension, like I said. One other thing, it has our rack relocation kit installed. You see the clamp. I don't know what he's leaking, but maybe we'll help him figure that out. It's got a little bit of oil. But yeah, you can see this is super close to his turbo. So we're going to try to relocate where it comes through the firewall so that it misses this turbo. That is it. Let's get underway on the sway bar. I've got the mounts tacked in place, and I'm just gonna throw the bar in and do the rest of the tacks while I have the bar installed. This is gonna make sure everything's nice and square and that it's in the right position. So we're going to be putting these there and there. We're going to run a longer bolt here so that that can mount right to there and connect right to this sway bar. Sweet. So it's fully welded. It's just we need a shot of black paint or something. We got to put a longer bolt through here, a couple spacers so that we can fit our linkage up to the blades. But really that's about it. This is a crumple bracket. So if you hit a wall, this bracket's going to buckle. Because we're mounting the sway bar to it, I think I'm going to add a spacer here just in the bottom that we're going to compress. And that's gonna kind of square or triangulate the bracket and make it just a little more rigid so that the sway bar can do its job. But it is connected directly to the knuckle. So it's gonna be a really good control of anti-roll because it's right to the knuckle. So he's gonna be able to fine tune this and get it to behave the way he wants. Need to get a longer one of these. It's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. And that is complete. You can see the linkage here, connects to here. This is just a locking collar to prevent it from sliding all the way over. Same thing here, we've got our spline, blade, adjustable linkage, and it's bolted right to the knuckle and toe bracket. Okay, so we finished up the sway bar. That was my first attempt at doing a vlog style video, so see how it looks.
You're still recording.
Oh, straight blade style sway bar is really easy to do calculations for your roll resistance, and we were able to gain about 600 to 700 pounds over the factory one. I say 600 to 700 because any bar that's old and rusty and also has a lot of whoops in it, and depending on where you connect it to the arm, it's kind of hard to calculate. But this one being connected directly to the knuckle and being a 1-inch diameter chromoly bar with splines and a fixed length blade, we are really easily able to plug it into a formula and determine what the pounds of force that this sway bar is going to offer for rolling resistance. The install was relatively simple. We had to make some spacers that drop the bar down. Then we have these greasable bushings, spline, blades. We had to bend the blades here in our brake to come over to our pickup point on the knuckle. And yeah, everything is adjustable with our linkages here, with our 3 holes here. If we wanted to use these other holes, we would have to add a spacer on the bottom as well, just to bring it back. And then you're also able to make some changes on the spline itself, where you can put the blade on a different spline left to right, and that's also going to give you a difference depending on if you're doing a lot of the same direction turns or bank tracks and stuff. You'll be able to tune this sway bar really easily. Or if you don't want to run a sway bar at all, just disconnect one of the links and now you're running with no bar, and it's not going to really interfere with anything. Nothing's going to be hanging around. So yeah, that's it. It's relatively simple for us to do. This might be interesting for a lot of you guys to watch, so that's what we do here. The reason why we can't just add a bigger bar on the front in the factory position, mostly because of the exhaust, the winner's quick change, and those pieces completely interfering with where the original sway bar was. So this one is behind and up, and it comes into the knuckles behind so that it clears your winner's quick change. You still have lots of room here to change your gears or remove the cover. And this big exhaust is the main reason why a factory bar isn't going to clear. Plus the winner's hangs super low, and they just don't make a bar that works with that. So that's it. I'm gonna be off on modifying the steering column, which is gonna be really simple. I don't even know if we're gonna add anything to the video with that. We'll see. Thanks for watching. We're gonna do another video on something.
You have a GTR.
Yeah, we have an R35 GTR that we're going to be doing full angle kit and rear suspension on. Design, build, fabricate, install, etc. The owner's going to be drifting this car as the transmission blew. And when the tranny's blowing those cars, they're super expensive. So you got two choices: dump the money into it and get it fixed, or turn it into a really nice drift car. So he's going to the drift car route, rear wheel drive only, getting rid of the whole all wheel drive system. And we're also going to do a giveaway for 10K. What are we giving away? In-store credit. So we're very close to hitting 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's kind of been the goal for this year. And we're going to be giving away a in-store credit of $2,000. We're going to be doing an in-store credit of $2,000. So that's going to be easily enough to cover rear multi-links, any kind of add-ons that you want to add, maybe some merch, maybe a full angle kit. It's going to be able to cover a lot of stuff. So $2,000 in-store credit as soon as we hit 10,000. It will be a subscriber that wins it. We're almost there, right? 8.82 or something. So we're going to need approximately 1,200 subscribers more to get there, which is really small. I mean, this is really easy to get. We'll pick a subscriber, $2,000 in-store credit for anything that you want. Maybe even the development of a kit for your car that nobody makes. Who knows? I'll see you guys in the next video. We're gonna try and keep announcing that in the videos, and see you guys in the next one.